Pick a druid. I'll be one moment, guys. Gonna get started. I'll pick the squirt. I guess I can pick some free picks, right? See where we end up. Right now I pick that. Ooh. Do I pick Moonfire here? I think I do. Just not like any other ones. Warbear not amazing, but okay. Tyrant's amazing. I have Living Roots for Soul. Webweave's okay, though. Maiden is also okay. Wondering if I like Maiden or Scavenger more. That's a pick to come back to. Alright, you're back. The water's boiling. I think I like the Maiden more. Get a bit of a feel for it. I don't hate Magi in Druid. We already have two spells, two cheap spells. Redrop. Oh, this thing is really good. Probably... God, they're all actually really good. Like, Corruptor is amazing if you get dragons, but I think Corruptor is probably the worst one here. You missed the train. Chat, what the hell? Alright, so I think it's not Corruptor, because you just have the Tyrant and it's not really... I mean, you have the Scorcher too, but still. The other two are pretty darn good, kind of regardless. If you hit Embiggen, Cryptlord is just stupid, right? Like, silly good. But I think if you hit Embiggen, you're pretty happy regardless. I think I'm considering Savage Striker more, just because it's so smooth on the curve and the mana and just everywhere. Card's just good. Not like the biggest fan of Warbear anymore. It's still decent, but... You go into that 7/7 dragon too often. It's not like it does anything against the Tyrant. Kind of happy with good 1-drops right now. Sort of feels like a giant. I think we can pick all of these, of course. It's like buckets are back. Yeah, right? Isn't this way more fun? Like, you actually have to think about our picks. I haven't been too impressed with Power of the Wild lately. It just doesn't feel like you can make that big spread happen all the time. But at least with a Giant, if you can't make it happen, you'll still have, what, a 6-mana 8/8 or something, right? You've been advocating this, if I find a good card, I'm happy anyway, for about a year now. I think you should look for the high roll more. Why? Has it not been working out for me? Or right? I mean, sure, I can pick Crypt Lord in case I hit Embiggen, but Savage Striker is always good and strong, and really good with Embiggen as well, because I'm playing a 3-mana Yeti. So I don't really agree with your point here. It's not like I'm making a really... It's not like I'm picking garbage over something that could potentially be really good. And if you land Embiggen, you're happy, man. I think I'm pretty happy with the 2 regardless. I will say that we could have maybe gone a bit more dragon heavy here. Sure. A couple of more straightforward picks now. That's sort of regardless of the deck, you just pick the Tyrant and the Worm, so... But it is looking like it's going to be a bit more aggressive. I used to draft this earlier on, and it's almost... feels like it always just goes into a Tyrant or something at some point. Egg? No. Wait, what did I miss? Why are we picking Egg? I have Striker. I could potentially pick a Claw. I don't think we do though. Yeah, I feel like I just need to lean into dragons more. Just, I think I already do quite often, but right now, just for fun, you just go in with because I feel like I'm drafting a bit too responsible in terms of the dragon stuff, and that doesn't work too much in this meta, because the strong decks are so strong that it doesn't matter if you have a bit better vanilla stats. I think whenever whenever I don't do too well, it can be two things, right? You either low rolled your draft, or you were a little bit too, let's just pick good stats, because that's the mode on which I've been drafting for the past few years. But when a new set this powerful gets introduced, you need to switch that up. So I think we need to take more chances on the dragon stuff, because when you get it, it feels amazing. And if you don't, chances are your deck was not going to be that good anyway, because the good stuff is dragon stuff, right? If you can't activate your dragon memes, that means you didn't get Poacher. That means you didn't get Tyrant. That means you didn't get Evasive Worm. That means you didn't get Emerald Explorer. So probably deck was going to suck anyway. And I think I turned a potentially really clean high rolly dragon deck into this average mid-rangey druid deck, and I don't think I should have. I think I'm still going to pick Battle Mage over Balloon, but it's close. Yeah. I feel like I've turned this high rolly dragon deck into this very... Yeah, I almost want to retire, but it's good to stand still and think about it, right? And yeah, Camel, I do get that your comment wasn't meant to be specifically for that case, but it's hard for me to evaluate it then, right? Because I think if it's valid there, chances are it's valid quite a lot of the time, right? Yeah, no. So, Interweb Gangster, don't get me wrong. I know that the silly dragon stuff works. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, is it worth to try for the silly dragon stuff, end up without the silly dragon stuff, and then get wrecked, as opposed to drafting a bit more, as opposed to drafting a little bit more straight up. Like, this draft is a bit more straight up, and I don't think that's good. I think straight up decks, they're too honest right now. It doesn't work. The thing is, it still has the tyrants and the worm, so it can high roll enough. But we could have had two corruptors active. Could pick the balloon here, but I think I just want a 4, right? And we have some spells to go with it. So this draft has not been a waste at all, because it's brought up something I need to take more something I need to pay more attention to. I should probably just assume that I'm getting the dragon package, because if I don't, then chances are the deck's gonna suck anyway, and no amount of Yetis and Spider Tanks is gonna make up for that. Because it's like, yeah, I played a Spider Tank. It's like, cool. I played a 4/8 dragon that discovers another dragon. It has Taunt and 6 mana, by the way. And I'm like, oh, I see. Okay, we're done here, right? And no amount of Yetis is going to make up for that. So yeah, we could have had 2 or 3 extra nice dragon synergy cards. Should have just gone for it. Which is cool. Oh well, moving on.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Alrighty. What is this looking like? Actually kind of okay just going double 1. Maybe.
Time waits for no one. What to do?
So I'm immediately looking at this teacher and all the... I can pop off, right? I think this turn it's probably Squire. I'm just not sure how it works out next turn.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Because making a bunch of 1/1s against Druid is not super appealing anyway.
It's time for a little blood.
Oh, he went face. That seems interesting. So hero power will clear, well, the Amani. We could also hero power coin roots. Trade and hold the Moonfire. And then just 3/4. I kind of like that more. I like Moonfire with the teacher more. Trade hero power, kill the 1/1s. That's not too bad either. But I've got this 3-drop, right? So I think we're fine with it.
Depart, foul creature!
We're using real swords. Run away!
Run away. And then he ran away, and then he ran away.
We will devour this world.
Whew. Moonfiring the 1/1 doesn't do that much, but
What to do?
it means that we clean up a body in case he's gonna go Power of the Wild or something. So I think I'm still leaning this,
Pay attention, class.
but I'm not super happy about it. Well, that was a very good turn for him. This is tough to bounce back from. Yeah, exactly, Camel. I'm also thinking, right, this keeps it at 5 and then Tiger Hero Power might do it. But yeah, it's sort of rough. Because normally this is not a play you'd like to make, right? Moonfire a 1/1 and make a 1/1 into a 1/5. But I think we need to recognize the situation we're in, and if we just play slow to try to get the most out of our cards the entire time, we might just end up dying.
Time waits for no one.
However, if he disconnects on curve, then we might be okay. Just the thought, you know. We got 4. I guess we go for the cheeky hero power.
I am freed from the
For the wild.
Construction begins.
There's a world where you don't even trade the 1/1 and you try to hero power kill it, but if he doesn't come back, we're probably fine enough, right? So I don't think we need to be too worried to min-max this.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Could have also helped us to remove armor.
Time waits for no one.
Don't want to take too long on our turn, right? Shamelessly trying to win through the disconnect. Got a Savage Roar, so playing the body probably makes sense. Some people make the best play assuming the opponent doesn't come back. Yeah, right? It's like, well, if he doesn't come back, I think you're good. I have this idea that if the opponent doesn't reconnect, you probably win anyway. But, you know, could be off. Alright, well, ooh, Tyrant on curve. That's a lucky break. Gotta be honest, right? That is, I don't think we were likely to win, but we started recovering a bit, right? Let's get another game queued. Oh, we have a quest for this. How exciting.
Malfurion versus Lunara.
Lunara.
Vishnu Allah, upgrade.
I must protect the wild.
Just the priest earlier, Pika. If you're looking for the priest score, I think it was 8. Feels a little dirty every time. Well, every time you disconnect, you lose as well, right? So, or most of the time at least. It's just something to keep the score even.
Time goes short.
I'd say if you're a PC only player, you probably DC less than the average, right? Depending on your net. Another one, chat. Another one. Another one.
Now, how about time goes short.
Oh, jebaited. Jebaited into putting the roots out aggressively to try to kill him, right into the hero power. Exactly what he wanted. That's nice. Get to save our striker battle cry. Played us like a fiddle. Damn. Alright, well, coin 4 drops or coin hero power striker, depending on what's better. Most of the time you're going to want the bat over the striker anyway. But it's pretty good against something like a Scarlet Crusader because you have 1 damage twice. Excuse me. With this haircut, you seem like Superman. Hey, I'll take that. Does that mean that we change our approach here? I don't think so. I like coining this into the potential Bat Rider. We got a pretty good turn.
I got this.
It wouldn't be bad to keep our coin, but I like not giving him the high roll into this, right? Do you value Striker Battlecry higher than taunting a big minion later? Yes. Yes, no, not even close. Is that hit even good? I think I'll just Striker and trade and keep the shield. Seems fine. He opened that up for us.
I see your weakness. I got this.
Remember, health a loss. Your superpower is disconnecting opponents. It's a little selfish, but I'll take it. Leaderboards, here I come.
Let's see. A simple spell should do.
Ooh. If that had 4 health, we'd have a very clean turn here. So if we go for the Bat Rider play, where we just use the Bat Rider and use our shield, we end up with 2 3/3s and a 2/3. I'm somehow leaning towards Maiden and just sack the 2/3 and preserve the battle cry of the Bat Rider. I just like getting the Maiden out because it opens up Starfall hero power.
Time waits for no one.
Even this isn't the worst. I think I still do it.
I am free.
Maiden hit and don't clear it. I don't like that one. I think then we don't like we open up a lot of punishes with buffs into the Maiden, chunking her down, right?
Let's see.
Let's see. Let's see, Mingli. Sure. This deals 4 face damage. I guess 5 technically. That's sort of worth it, I think.
Fireball ready!
Take this.
Remember, kill
It's like swiping his face. Yeah, but a Moonfire doesn't do what a swipe does. Nor does it cost what a swipe does, so... Pretty okay with that.
Let's see.
This is really nice to remove the claw armor, but he's just going to equip the claws and then attack and remove the armor already. I don't think we Starfall this either. I think we're fine just doing this.
Ever jousted a dragon?
Take this blade. What if
What you gonna do, my friends? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Let's see.
You are not welcome here.
So obviously, Tyrant is a play. It's probably just better. The other one involves using Starfall.
What to do?
I think we open up a little bit too many options. Starfall Hero Power Cleric is fine, is it? It's not, right?
For no one.
I don't think it is.
Another pop!
I don't think it's fine. Yeah, right. Tyrant's so good that it's hard to not just jam it on curve. Just a hard thing not to Tyrant on curve.
Let's see.
I am undefeated.
Undefeated. Oof. As the kids would say. 1 out of 2.
Time goes short.
I think this is 1 damage off every time for it to not be awkward, right? So maybe Starfall Hero Power to kill it, this to remove the bubble, is the least awkward one. He needs to attack first. Oh, he hasn't attacked yet, right? Wait, has he? Wait, what? Did he just armor and not attack? Buff the maiden, maybe? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's weird.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Time waits for no one. For the wild.
Could just double trade it at this point, to be honest.
The sun has set for me. Take this.
Because we're star falling for 3 damage, right? May as well just double trade then. For shrug.
Let's see. What if...
Hey, Ba, I'm doing well. How are you?
Time goes short.
Overkill again. Literally unplayable. Alright, so cannibalizing druids for now.
Malfurion versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Nature must be preserved.
Oh, alright. How did the mystery box and the blindfolded run end? The blindfolded run is this week. The mystery box run was 5 wins. It was fun. It was on Sunday. But I had a really big headache at the end. I hadn't really eaten much that day, so I think that was it. It was a whoopsie. I think we lock his hero power next turn. Oh, what if he wants the 1-drop hero power, right? It's fine, we can already start locking it now. Probably not much reason not to.
Well met.
Well met. It's a good swipe. Don't do it, please. Hey, that's unfair. You weren't supposed to deal 1 for 2 mana.
Pay attention, class.
I was thinking about hero powering, right? Getting the Squire out, but not many reasons to do that. Ooh. That's close.
What to do?
Our Sea Giant incentivizes us to not trade that and spread and go.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
The problem is, if he has Starfall, we suddenly give him an out in a game where he probably shouldn't have an out.
Time waits for no one.
And I probably want to play Evasive Worm next turn anyway, right? I'm gonna follow my initial thought, but I'm not sure whether this is right or wrong. We'll see. The Sea Giant obviously makes this a lot better, but I'm not sure if it's right. It might be too risky, but on the other hand, cards are so strong right now that if I don't pressure him, maybe it's too risky to not go face. Because if he has the Emerald Explorer now, you're happy you pushed a lot of damage. Oh, thank God. That's really bad for him. We're getting our Giants on curve now. Well, on curve. You can get the roots out as well, if you want that. I guess, right? Guess you get the root set.
Wonder.
1, 2, 3s.
I fight. We're using swords.
We're using real swords. Could have also gone face, but we still have the lethal set up if he doesn't hero power. Not quite now.
I can see.
He is out of there. Wow. Druid Stone, Heroes of Druidcraft. Play all our different heroes. Lunara, Malfurion, that creepy tree that nobody really knows the name of. It's amazing. Will Poacher be removed today? Who knows? Who knows? Kind of. Curve.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
If we got Elise. What's an Elise?
Smelly fish. Yummy fish.
Yummy fish.
We're using
Taunt's super relevant here. Oh wow, is it rel? Oh my lord.
using
That taunt was so good. You. Chat, he's playing good cards. Stop him. Stop him, chat. Feels like we lose this one. He's had a good enough curve. It probably has some Emerald Explorers at the end. And we don't. His cards are just better than mine, Pepper Hands. Alright, so we're either playing Tiger, trade the 4-1, which is incredibly sad to say. Probably go face. Then Starfall him. Sure. The other one is to go Squire, Hero Power next turn, trade back in, drop the Tiger. Pre-hit the Yeti, yep. Easy pre-hit.
Now how about
Another one.
the light protects me?
I don't think I have the option of not killing the Yeti and setting it up for the Warbear. Probably just get killed that way. Yeah, so he's playing, you know, well or overstated minions. The question is whether he's going to have all the good stuff at the end as well.
The sun has set for me.
Sure. Oh, baby. We have Savage Roar. I think we should take the damage. It's an extra body for him to deal with. We deal as much face damage. We take an extra 5. But the extra body might be a problem. Probably Giant Pass. I think we just need to assume we're gonna get there. He probably goes trade hero power. We might go bear, go face. We might Starfall. Might even roar hero power, kill, trade or smack. I think you can win this thing. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate that.
Now how about...
Appreciate that confidence, Bob.
Join the pack.
Yeah! And then trade with the other one, smack 5 face. Oof, that's nasty. Yeah, that doesn't work. Me like how you think though, Smork. I think 5-5 into 5-6 is sort of something we can't really get around.
What to do?
And then I think it's also a money and can't really get around that either. Probably play the roots to set up some roar stuff. But the most likely outcome is we're just gonna get wrecked, right? But we can't really play around getting wrecked here. This feels like we're dead. He's executing it too fast. Right? He doesn't need to evaluate whether the move is good or bad. That's a good indication your opponent has lethal. A useless skill I've perfected over the years. Getting to know when I'm dead 2 seconds in advance. Very nice.
Malfurion versus Gul'dan.
The soul shall be mine. I must protect the wild.
It saves you from disappointment, yeah. Chat's like, maybe. I'm like, nah, he's too fast. We're dead.
The light protects them.
The sun has set
fight.
on me.
Boop. I'll roll with it. Why not?
Vision into play.
Good question. Feels like Mark of the Loa. Although Power of the Wild's not bad. I'm definitely not making the dudes next turn, but I could buff the shield. But Power of the Wild might be flexible, right? Mulch is fine, but I think we're too aggressive. I'm okay with this.
Immortality.
You like the Loa? Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. This feels slightly better given our current position, but we'll see what he does next turn.
shall not fall.
Prophecy. Immortality.
I don't think we ever trade, even though he can have beats. We have Giant and Power in our hand. Dreadlord? It's a bit too slow. It's good, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't get the payout.
Weld it down, lock it up. I fight.
Remember, kill Colossus.
We're likely going to be able to kill that with Scorcher next turn. His trades on the board are brutally good. They're really good, yep.
I see a vision in the flames.
I see a vision in the flames.
Funnel cakes. Get your funnel cakes here.
There.
For the wild.
This feels better because you can Draken it into it.
I wield the power.
Don't think we beat that anyway, then. That's the thing, right? We talked about it, where the fair, just curving kind of thing, usually not good enough.
Well met.
I wonder.
Pay attention, class. You're fired.
I'm ready to learn.
I think we like this setup slightly more than just play a giant into the 5/5. Ooh. Goes for the hero pattern.
Reporting for duty.
Well, giant's suddenly looking a bit better. Alright, so Troll Bat Rider. We benefit from it hitting the 2-4 as well, so probably just playing it before we make any trades. I can't... No, I can't funnel it wherever I like, so... Oh yeah, yeah, still lost the roll. That's brutal. That's brutal, man. Hitting the dude out of those 4 when literally everything else was better. Mukla is great. Taunt is great. This is okay-ish. The dude is terrible. I guess he's got a Demon Bolt if he taps first. I'm a little confused. He's doing a bunch of buffing and he's not playing any minions. So he's not planning on playing any minions this turn. So he's playing a Demon Bolt? Almost has to be, right? What's STS? Slay the Spire. It's a single player card game, but it's a roguelike. It's super fun. Wait, I'm confused. What the hell is the plan? Ah, the plan is to die. Excellent. He realizes he had enough power to trade that giant, right?
Well played.
Slightly confused. Okay. I'll take it.
Versus Gul'dan.
Gul'chan.
Your soul shall be mine. I must protect the wild.
Yeah, it looked like he had to have had a Demon Bolt, right? We don't have that command here, Kurgo. I might get it at some point, but the problem is then it needs to be updated. Because once you have it, people expect it to work, right? So they'll be like, the command hasn't been updated. Now you face a real Gul'dan. Oh, there we go. Popping off. Popping off. Oh my god, will this man stop killing everything I play? I'd like to save my coin, but developing a 2-6 instead of a 5-5 into his turn 5 just doesn't feel right. You also get it out to turn pre-evasive worm, which is pretty big.
The sun has set for me.
Mm-hmm. Are we gonna have a good Moonfire Hero Power Squire to kill this turn? No, we don't.
I wonder.
I really want to push phase, but I think I have to trade because Evasive Worm is so good. And I have a Tyrant in my hand for a change. And if I'm trading, that means I might Web Weave. Because I think we're going to get pushed too far behind.
I fight.
It's really not a trade you want to make. So. Too awkward otherwise, I think. I was initially going to Maiden, but I don't think it makes enough sense. Sure. So no defile shenanigans there. And the tap for free. Pog you.
I wonder. I wonder.
I see your weakness.
For the wild.
So we're doing this because it's sort of unlikely as AoE, and if he has it, we can still play this on 7 into this on 8. My main concern is filling my turns until Tyrant. And if he was planning on dealing damage to one of them and having the Violet take the other, he now needs a new plan. If he's drawn into AoE, that's great, of course, right? If he doesn't have AoE, that's great for us. But it's unlikely he can deal with both Spooters. Whereas if you go for the different line, which is what? The different line is trade one and then what, right? I don't think you have a great line after that. So by saving the Spooters, we make it more likely he doesn't have a great turn, which buys it another turn, which allows us to go 4-3 into 8. So, yeah. I think it worked, you know, it worked out. I think it was right. Just hope we're good now. Alright, let's hope he misses the Spooter. Miss the Spooter, please. Oh, that's good. Because our Tyrant is actually not that great here. We might pull UI off this. Next turn we have Roots plus Gift of the Wild. That's sort of interesting. The other play is to take Mark of Nature and smack him. I wouldn't play Roots this turn because they're both 3/3 taunts. I think I like the gift. Mark to keep the poison alive. Oh! That's not crazy, to be honest.
Time waits for no one.
I don't know if it's correct, but it's not crazy. I'll try it. I don't think I like making the dudes here. Feels a little vulnerable. I don't think I like it, actually. No. I feel like picking the other one, you have a lot more chance for a good turn, right? Because now there's a chance, yeah. Now there's a chance he removes, and then you don't have a good turn. Oh, the hero power costing 1 makes this a good turn, though. Alright. Sure. Tyrant, why are you so OP? Tyrant Maiden with the 1-2 play here. So my point was, if he removes and he doesn't develop enough, Tyrant still feels a little eh. And then you get to Mark, make the dudes, but yeah. I can see not allowing him to just play a big minion and hoping he has to spread into the poison into the Tyrant. That's really nice.
I wonder.
He top decked the Hellfire, correct? I didn't see.
Flying a rocket.
Just like flying a rocket.
Take this blade.
Roots hero power and drop the tiger feels better.
For the wild.
Argent Commander feels better in this spot, but we'll see.
Hey! My tickets don't come cheap.
Alright, never mind. Guess you have to give up the Maiden. If you don't want him to draw. He's thinking about whether he can spare the health or not. If we worm that, we can push 8. So we're 2 off then. The Albatross being in the deck is scary, man. Monk is scary. Goes for the draw. What am I taunting? 5/3 untargetable? You think you'll stream for your entire life? Probably not. I don't think many streamers will stream for their entire life.
For the wild.
Take this blade. Shield up.
Maybe I should taunt the other one. You let your kids take over the business? Alright. And have you guys corrupt them? No way. One thing I'm thinking about is when my kids get older and they, well, you know, first I get kids and then they get older. I'm not a father yet. There's so much stuff online where they can go back, watch their father say, "Get wrecked." It'll be interesting. I think this is the, like my generation is so well documented compared to previous generations. Because I mean, I've hardly ever seen any footage of my dad, right, when he was younger. But there is so much stuff out there that'll probably still be saved by then.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
We'll let our kids corrupt your kids. The latest memes. Alright. Getting there.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Having kids in current year. Poacher was useless, yeah, but that was only because it came down on the very, very last turn.
It's getting hot in here.
Nice. Sometimes lucky.
See your weakness.
I wonder.
Weld it down, lock it up. Shields up.
For the wild.
I was thinking about just trading and developing, but I don't think getting the maiden out a turn earlier is that big. We could still maiden hero power, we could still web weave. Looks like saving the health mattered. That's nice.
I got this.
Melt it down.
Melt it down. Allowing him to get rid of the ping on 3 might have felt a bit bad, but I feel like getting the ping down is still good for us. Freeze foul minions. Oh. Hello. Alright, you can't ping at least. Welcome to the show. Hero powering still feels bad here, even with the maiden. It's gonna develop some power. The web weave was very good. Really drained a lot of mana, did a lot of work. Overall, very nice. So, obviously Warbear is a thing. I think we should, right? Just push as much damage as we can. And then hope he doesn't get a good Tyrant. Hit these guys with Tyrant would be optimal. Okay. Good enough. Actually, the moment it hits here, you win, right? Yeah. The moment it hits the bubble, you win. Nice. Which tool do you use for a deck tracker? Hearthstone deck tracker.
Let's have some fun.
It's so good that I kind of want to keep it. I think we've been winning by curving. Are we getting a meta report? Probably not. It's a lot harder to make a meta report when there's no buckets. It's a lot harder for me to give you guys a good outline of what can work. What are buckets? Buckets, it's when the cards are offered against cards of similar power level. This is currently not the case. Cards are just being offered willy-nilly. Not ready to lose that to a dead speaker here.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
I'm gonna play the 3/3 Divine Shield so that if he opts to free kill the 1 and 2, I can Maiden Hero Power go back in with the bubble. If he opts to do that, I can still Maiden Hero Power. If he does that, we might not kill it.
What to do?
Instinctively, it's played Breaker and then either trade the shield or not trade the shield. I'm a little annoyed if the 3/3 gets to hit the 1 and 2.
Time waits for no one.
So I guess we take that trade. I don't like trading the 1 and 2 into the 3/1 because that opens up the 3/5 into the 3/3, and the 3/5 is currently being traded by the 5/5, so there's not much use for us to remove the first half. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. So I've got a Tyrant to work towards. Ever jousted a dragon? Can't say that I have. If I Maiden and taunt it, my next turn gets a little bit awkward. If I Batrider Hero Power, trade, kill it, push 1, I have a 3/3. Yeah, that's not good enough. Need to hope this works out. Trade Batrider seems good. Does it really? 4/4 is better. Taunting the 4/4. I kind of like just putting the health out. Shush. Alright, going in. Ooh, that helps. Alright, so some form of Batrider, I take it. This gang boss can be very annoying. It feels like I trade the 2/3 into the 1 and 2, and then I roll, see what I hit. If I hit here, Striker can clean it up. If I hit the bubble, it sort of sucks.
I got this.
Time waits for no one.
I see your weakness.
We're using real swords.
For the wild.
Take this blade.
I am gonna trade the 1/1 mainly because I have Tyrant, but most of the time you can just go face. It's just I don't want something to happen where he keeps additional 1/1s on the board and he has a taunt and I can't get there. Alright, kills his own guy too.
Like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
It's not exactly what you want to do, but I'll do it. If he's got an extra 5, it's just, I mean, it's probably over anyway, right? We don't exactly have the deck that, oh, okay, this roar is actually really good. Never mind. We have a 3 damage, we have a 3 damage roots somewhere if you want it. But I think we still want to roar, it just, it's too nice. And then maybe, roots, maybe not. I don't think so. Just gain the armor. Keep the roots for the spell power. Tyrant's natural enemy, the former champ. Yeah, totally got destroyed by the champ there. I guess the 1/1s help versus his Tyrant. That's a good point. Alright, it looks like preserving the 3 damage matters here. Nothing mattered to his game. He played a poacher, so it's all over. Now he draws 2 cards a turn and we don't do anything. BG's, Slate aspires. We'll see. What can you do, man? Order lol. Aww. Come on, game. Come on. Look at what's down here. Giant, Tyrant, Warbear, Worm, Tiger, Scorcher.
For the wild.
Yes, that card was removed, and then Blizzard made a whoopsie, and now it's back. And they said it was going to be gone very soon, and it's been 4 or 5 days, and it's still here. Oh, God.
For the wild.
Come on, game. Katakazam. Could have removed the bubble, but I think given our position, oh my, come on.
For the wild.
The light protects.
It's like 3 draws in a row, right? Although I will admit the Starfall felt pretty good here. Starfall may have been useless the turn we drew it. Pretty decent here.
Drink with me, friend.
Alright, give us that juicy Twin Tyrant, baby. Come on, we earned it. We earned it. Come on, game. Come on, game. We made a juicy Twin Tyrant. Alright, Fire Tree Witch Doctor. Hey, baby. Come on, game. Alright, next turn, Twin Tyrant. And then that. Is there a point to sticking around? Well, yeah, we get a Tyrant here. Everything was fine, right? Yeah, clean up this mess. Come on, game. This is what the hell? Alright, I guess we were not meant to be winning this one. Holy crap, that was mean. That was really mean. That was so mean. That was 5 turns in a row where we had good late game draws and just nothing. Come on, game. Alright, we'll do better next.
Malfurion versus Illyria.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
I must protect
All right.
the wild.
We can keep the Wrath, but this should deal with the Sharpshooter guy, right?
Hello, Wanderer.
My greetings.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
Get him, Squire. You got this.
You lack style. Luckily, you have me.
Okay. How does this play out? We hero power and chill, and we suddenly have some pew pewage available with the teacher.
What?
I think that's fine. I'm not in a rush to play this. Not in a rush to coin and then not have a turn 3.
All the while.
We're using real
The hand doesn't really allow for pew pewage.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time. I really want to Moonfire with the teacher out, but maybe it's just Moonfire now. Because you have to coin here to make it work, and that might not be worth it anyway. Specifically for Batrider, it doesn't make that much difference. That's why I'm a bit hesitant.
For no one.
But I think if he has a Batrider, we develop a 3-5 into a Batrider, which is fine. We're still playing against the Hunter, that guy chipping away, or him playing spells to increase its health. It's probably fine. Okie dokie. I don't think we have much choice here. I think you attack the 2-3 and see what happens. Okay. So, this is an interesting one because he can snipe, but you really want to teacher then coin Battle Mage. So, I think you just teacher, and if it's snipe, it's snipe.
Pay attention, class.
It's snipe, it's snipe.
The fire's about to burn.
Because it doesn't die. It takes his guy with him. It's not great, but not the end of the world either. Damn, that's brutal. If I had a good 2-drop, I'd probably Savage Roar here, but I don't.
Ever jousted a dragon? Such big teeth I have.
I see a vision in the flames.
Draw a beast from your deck, double its health. What would that pull? Tiger and Warbear. Alternative, you can Wrath for the cycle. You can Mark to keep this alive.
What to do?
I think I sort of like the instincts, actually, the more I look at it.
Time waits for no one.
Question is whether you do it this turn, and I think the answer is sure.
Another pass.
Because if you hit the Warbear, it's nutty, right? A 14 health Warbear. Into a Tyrant. Instincts also cycles. Yep. It doesn't help kill the guy, but the upside is way more significant.
Incredible.
Leaves a 5-10 behind.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Imagine not pre-trading to play around the Tyrant here. Savage Roar is also not too shabby. Savage Roar, trade, play these two. But, I mean, it's not Tyrant. It's sort of an upset, which is kind of sad, but if you have a good Tyrant, just take the Tyrant. It's one of the worst feelings in this meta, playing a Draconid and still getting a decent Tyrant off, or still getting, the opponent still getting a decent Tyrant off.
Purify the fallen.
There's a lot of different things we can do.
What to do? I wonder.
They all don't really work that well, unfortunately.
Time waits for no one. What?
I've lost track of my play, which isn't good, so I'm gonna go with the one I did see.
For the wild.
Shields up.
I like keeping the bodies and pushing damage for the Roar, but it's possible that the trade is better. Roar 3 and 2 seems okay-ish. Are you trading the 5 with your Tyrant or not? Have you tried Hades? I have not.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Not bad. Not bad. So Star Falling for 2. We can't hero power both. It feels a bit off. Savage Roar now gives us 6 here. And then you Starfall. And then you trade hero power. That's not too bad, but also not great. Starfall for 2. For 2 hero power. Save the roar. Get the maiden out.
Time waits for no one.
I am freed from the curse.
For the wild.
I got this.
Still not threatening lethal, but we're close. We're 2 off. Oh, I took way too much damage there, right? Yep. It's because I wasn't initially going to do that move. I sort of adapted to it in the end. Alright. We have no idea what that secret is. Could be anything.
Weld it down, lock it up.
Depart, foul creature!
Is there even explosive in the set? Not in the set, but it is in the meta, I guess. It's just basic, right? It's almost always in. It's only been one meta where it's not. Or classic, or whatever you call it.
The gates are open.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 11, 14, 18.
For the wild.
I was thinking about cashing it in, but don't think we need to, right? Tiger with the Savage Roar on its own is lethal anyway.
I bring life.
Predatory Instinct's pretty good there. Definitely gave us a boost on the board.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
their weakness.
Don't feel great about the 7-win Paladin, but we'll see.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Well, at least that's sort of bad tempo. I don't think we can kill him fast enough for it to matter. Let's hope I'm wrong. We don't have exactly a we don't exactly have a great turn here either.
A good explorer comes prepared.
Good explorer comes prepared. We're not going to be running out of dragons super fast.
Pay attention, class.
Attacking seems wrong.
Easy prey.
We just open up Happy Ghoul. Back to work. Has some work. The punish. Do we like that? We sort of do. Trade Webweave is not bad either. It's just very vulnerable to getting Consect on the Spooters. Attacking not really wrong, just pointless. Well, Happy Go, right? So I think it's wrong. Because I can't make many arguments for attacking his face. I think you just enable heal synergy.
Instruction begins.
It just feels good.
You're in trouble now.
So our board can be Squire, Sea Giants. Which definitely has its beats, but Evasive Worm wouldn't be a problem, which is something he might have pulled. I would like to get the Webweave out while the teacher is still on board. The Real Legacy Man, thank you so much for the sub. Welcome. I could also just go with my Evasive Worm. Ooh. Why did I skip over that? The very obvious, let's just play our worm play. I think it's just because the giant caught my eye. And then I never looked further to another minion.
The bigger they are.
Ah, that's why I didn't think about it. Silly me, playing a dragon. What am I doing? Sorry, chat. I don't know why I started throwing. There's no reason to play a dragon. It's just bad play. I like Webweave. Webweave gives you an answer to the big bad. What's his face? 7/7. It makes him spread into your Tyrant, which is good. It's like when you're a mage and it's turn 6, you play Mirror Entity for your opponent to play 2 small minions, and then you Flame Strike him. This is similar. We play poison minions to make him play small minions to then Tyrant him. What if he's got Consecration? Then we just play cards. That's fine. How badly do we want to play this Fire Tree? Quite badly. I think we should have just done it first, I guess. No, we don't want this to be alive. Fuck it. We'll find another dragon. We can't let this live, right? It'll kill a poison. We've already committed to this line.
Easy prey. Instruction begins.
Sure. Like if he plays like that, we can just develop as well. It's not too big a deal. That's a very good reply to Webweave though. Not gonna lie, that's a good reply, but not the end of the world. And now we can get our Fire Tree out. This actually worked out okay now that I think about it. Because now you can Fire Tree plus Giants and Squire as well.
I see a vision in the flame.
Yeah. And Biggins still good, right? Every single minion from here on out, bigger, better, stronger. Just looking at if we miss any obvious synergy here. If I play the, what's his face, the trees, I can just giant as well, can I? 3 minions on board. 4, 7, no.
The light protects.
I'm waiting for no one.
I'm gonna free kill to save the dude. If he's got Scorcher, this is worse, but so be it. Yep. Just save the dudes. Feels dude man. Feels like him man. So now Dark Conviction, right? That's the thing you're afraid of when you jam your Sea Giant. So. Nope.
Good explorer comes prepared.
Alright, it's very difficult for him to not play stuff for okay Tyranting. We can prevent all healing here with the Divine Shield, which is great. Oh, we can play on curve. How lovely. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun.
Prophecy.
Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Da 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 da. Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Well played as you played the Tyrant. Thank you, thank you. Not a lot of people recognize that skill, but I'm glad you did.
Who's ready to make some money?
Who's ready to make some money? The Bookie of Shame. Okay. We're not gonna kick him when he's down.
Malfurion versus Thrall.
Doomhammer. I must protect the wild.
Alright, so I'm liking these for sure. And I think you're okay just keeping Batrider as well. Thought about it for a moment. I definitely did. Ooh. Fire Tree Witch Doctor is a perfect draw now. He poachered you, Shady. He did! That bastard. Should BM them. What am I doing?
One day, I'll be a real knight.
You're fired! Don't really want to hero power next turn.
Weld it down.
Lock it up. Funny enough, that makes me want to hero power more, but still.
Sorts.
I mean, we can't even hero power, right? No.
You're fired!
We can play Tiger. Saboteur, Maiden of the Lake? Yeah. Maiden removes the Saboteur aura.
You take a snowball!
You bring dishonor to the arena players for not being Eminem or what? Wait, what's happening?
What to do?
I have to kill that. But I don't want to. As long as I don't bring dishonor on my cat, it's fine. He can have the Shaman Flame Strike thing, right? Which is really bad if we don't kill it. Looks like he does have it, or it's an Avalanche.
Right on time!
Chooses to play the dude instead. See if we can pull lethal.
I see a vision in the flames!
Surprisingly fast game, but did have a slow early game and we popped off, so GG. Yeah, almost like Zephyrs, for sure. Yeah, Druid's one of those classes where if you fall behind a little bit and they roar you, you can be dead very fast. Bat Rider as well. Bat Rider hurt. Sort of perfect curve for us there. You really want something on 3. I think once again, if you have control of the board, the Bat Rider is so brutal. Not the worst, not the best. We get bad curve. Nope. Dominates nerve. Yep. Play with mech. Nope. Top deck. Well played. Well faced. I will coin out Light's Champion if I don't get a play here, and just hope for the best. Worst case scenario, you hero power with the Moonfire into the bat and it's okay. Best case is you draw a 3-drop, you draw a good 1-drop, even a 2-drop. That'll do. Is that worth Moonfiring? I think it is, yeah. Just pure tempo. I don't think our... I mean, we do have 2 Tyrants, so don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible deck, but we're starting to hit the number of wins where people will have just disgusting stuff. Like, they're really, really, really good cards, so... Feels like, you know, for our deck to tackle that deck, we'd probably want Embiggen and the Explorer, but we don't have that, so that's nice. I'll play that instead. We need a next turn anyway. Is Poacher gone already? Nope. Still very much alive and poaching. I've been poached twice 2 or 3 times today, but we've just sucked it up for now. We haven't even lost every poacher game, so there's that. If Batrider ends up hitting the taunt, I don't really mind it. But maybe I do. Because it means I have to I need to divert resources into here, right? And yeah, it's probably actually better to just remove the bubble. It's not really worth two-face. We can definitely assume a... oh wow, that's good. We can definitely assume a poacher is in his hand. But the poacher isn't that great here. I mean, it's always great, but it could have been worse. And we're definitely not holding this worm. So probably poacher trade. And then either tiger face or tiger trade. Depends a bit what his 3 mana is going to do. We have 2 tyrants, so we might be able to chill a little. Oh, wait, why wouldn't you do that first? I guess it doesn't matter, you're always poaching. Well, guess we're not killing it. This might work out in our favor, to be fair. Did not see the value in attacking that wolf. The stealth is pretty sweet. So we are presented with an option here to 100% hit the poacher with our tyrant, or we have the option of trying to go for the high roll full clear or 5-phase play. The worst case scenario is where the tyrant hits the taunt and the fire elemental, and then you're in a bit of an awkward spot. If it hits the fire elemental and the poacher, you'd be sort of okay with that. So then the question is, do you want to take that risk or not? I don't think we want to enable his tyrant, so I'd really like to kill that fire alley. I think I will go for the high roll here. It's number 1. It's number 2. If we don't trade this, he tyrants us. Oh, is that a problem? It's not, right? It's not actually, the more I think about it. He does, well, yeah, specifically if he has like a lightning bolt, it's bad, but let's assume he can deal the remaining 1 damage out of hand. Earth shock, lightning bolt, those things. If he has that, then we would have preferred to trade, but his deck is probably going to have way more good stuff, so let's just hope that he doesn't have enough to deal with this. We have another tyrant in our hands. We have roar. Another poacher. Poacher alone isn't enough, but poacher plus X, you know, a little bit of extra damage will do. Can't really play around that though.
I got mojo.
Ooh, that's bad. Guess we're getting hexed. Lava bursted. Okay, I can see why he doesn't want to do that. One trade. Alright, so Saboteur hero power is 3 reach. We have the option of just going Warbear hero power this turn. Our opponent is overloaded for 4, so he only has access to 6 mana. 6 mana means he could play the Rush Dragon, but that's not enough. This will have 6 health after killing Zentimo, so he still needs to double trade, and then Tyrant can clean up. You could Tyrant here, but Tyrant has the obvious downside that it could miss the Fire Elemental. And you have a pretty good hero power Warbear turn. We're not too afraid of taking that damage. And it means that both the high priority targets are removed. Sentimo is gone and Fire Ellie is gone. I think it's correct. You just got Kale, but you've already 5-starred Elaine. Yeah, that's fine. You can stick with her. I think all the starters are probably, except for Galek. I'm not actually sure. I know that the other 3 are definitely good. Galek might be totally fine. I see a lot of people using them as well. So he's rolled taunts. Alright, so we got him. Feels good. Can take 6 and get the Tyrant out as well. 9 mana, right? Or are you referring to something else, Pharaoh? Because I'll definitely do that play on 10 mana. Nice.
Malfurion versus Lunara.
Wish you Allah, Abdul.
I must protect the wild.
Ooh, let's hope we land a dragon.
The fires of vengeance burn bright.
Oh wow, top deck.
I see a vision in the flames.
Actually wild growth? Wow. Alright. I need to double check Burger Timer. I know it's a team sponsorship. Let me ask that for a moment.
What if...
Should be such bad picks that you pick the extra mana, yeah. But
Flying a rocket.
just like flying a rocket. Guess we just Scorch.
Prophecy.
Zephyr's in disguise.
I see a vision in the flames.
Oops. That's for later. um, How far do you get on raid? I've got 2 5-star food for my guy now. If that's an indication of how far I got.
Silvermoon shall not for the wild.
All max ascended? Yeah, let me do this turn first, right? I think we can just enjoy the mana gain here, right? And know that he can't throw anything at us yet. Is there a way to get actual food? No, it means that I've leveled units to be 5-star level 1. Which is the minimum thing to be able to sacrifice them.
What to do? Remember,
So, from what I understand, guys, YOLO, you should try and direct all your energy towards getting your campaign farmer to 6 stars. So I've held off ascending other people too much. I've held off leveling them up too much. I'm trying to funnel everything into the campaign guy.
what to do?
I see your weakness.
Remember, Kel'Thalas.
I like this pre-tyrant once again, right? We have a tyrant, he can't tyrant yet. Oh, that's bad. He can't hero power. Oh, he has got that. That sucks. That's really bad. Unfortunate. Just need to hope that our tyrant's gonna be good enough.
Again, so kind of you to join me.
Uh-oh. How do we get a mana on him? We played Wild Growth. This is almost great.
Now, how about...
Well, sure, guys, YOLO. I'm not saying that you won't be using them. I'm just saying that if you invest energy into them, your campaign farmer is going to be slower, and if your campaign farmer is slower, you won't be gaining experience as efficiently as when you would have funneled everything into him. If that makes sense.
Time goes short.
Because it's not wasted, but it just means that your efficient experienced farmer is going to be slower. It's an interesting situation. Kind of true. Okay. You can always tell me what I'm missing, right?
Time waits for no one.
Just twin? Yes, but there's many different things you can do when you tyrant. It's not just twin forehead. It's one of the things I hate, man. It's like, yes, I get that we're playing twin tyrants, but what else? Are you trading? Are you smorking? What's smorking? What's trading? Are you taunting? Are you taunting? It's a lot of different things you can do there. I think you want to remove the 6/6 dragon that gives him as many hero powers as he wants while simultaneously giving him spell power. So I think after you've made that call, that's good for us. I think after you've made the call that you want to remove the 6/6, you probably have to trade one into it, which means you need to direct the tyrant there, which means you trade the 2/3, but that's a lot of face you miss. So then you have to consider, is it better for me to take the chance? What are the odds of me winning if I just go for the board and get the tyrant taunted? And I think the odds are okayish, and now that he played into Starfall, it's a bit better, but yeah.
Time goes short. Let's see.
I will purify them.
Oh, that's brutal. Holy shit. Alright, it still sort of works, but it's not good. Alright. There's no real way around it, though.
I got this.
I think you have to push damage here, right? If he hero powers, he takes the damage again, and then maybe with a tiger, maybe with another tyrant. Very unlikely to win from this point. Moonglade Portal, giving him a 6-drop, another 6-drop, and 6 health.
Let's see. What if... Time goes short. Another night on the prowl.
Don't worry, loves. The cavalry's here.
Oh, he's got power. No, no, no.
For Argus.
Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's so wrong, right? He can just Argus one of his guys. They won't survive, but they will, he won't take the 4. I don't know, that felt very wrong. This happens. All right, let's calculate. He's gonna hit me for at least 10. If I tank the 3, I'm going to 24. I'm going to 14. I'm gonna hero power to 15. I'm gonna tank another 3. I'm gonna go to 12. 12 health. He's gonna have 6 on board plus his hero power. Makes it 7. He needs to develop 5 power and get through the taunt. I don't think I win, but I think I need to. I think I need to stretch the resources as best as I can, but I don't think I win anyway. Yeah, no way. Even hero power Tyrant doesn't get me there. No, no way.
One day, I'll be a real master.
I think we did our best with what we were given this run. Not bad. We'll take it. Could have turned it into a more dragon-oriented deck, so keep that in mind for the next draft.